Lesson 2, Atari, Capture Stones, and Solid Extension. In the previous lesson, we have learned about liberty in WeiQi. Now that we know when stones from both sides come into contact with each other, we'll reduce the liberties of the stone. So what is the definition of Atari? That is the liberties of the stones when reduced to only one liberty remaining. The last move played is called Atari. Let's take a look at this example problem. This white stone on the game board currently has 4 liberties. When black, after tightening white's 2 liberties here, next, black takes away liberties at this point. White has only 1 liberty left. We call this last black move Atari. So what about this move apart from playing at this position? Black can also play here to reduce 1 liberty of the white stones. Then we call this the choice of playing Atari at different positions, called the direction of Atari. What needs to be noted here is an Atari can be a single stone. It can also be a group of stones. Let's take a look at this shape. Through observation, we will find that this white stone has 3 liberties. So black has no way to play Atari. And these 3 white straight ones now have only 2 liberties. We can play Atari from this position on the next move. You can also Atari from this position. So, through this example, we can see Atari has nothing to do with the number of stones. It is only related to the liberties of the stones. And when a stone has only 2 liberties left, it will create an Atari. Let's continue and see what happens next. When a stone is put in Atari, 2 possible outcomes will arise. When black plays Atari, assuming white didn't try to save these 3 stones, so at this point, will result in capturing stones. The definition of stones is one side surrounds one or more of the other side's stones, block all of its liberties. Then capture these stones that have no liberties from the board. This is called capture stones. Removing stones that have no liberties from the board is a mandatory action, according to the definition of capture stones. At this point, we place the black stone here, blocked the last liberty of white's 3 stones. So then black captured these 3 white stones. A capture can involve taking a single stone. It can also be a group of stones. When stones are in Atari, if you don't want your stones to be captured, you need to run the Atari stones out. So, at this point, we should play right next to the stone that is in Atari, placed at the position of the last liberty. We call this move a solid extension. After the stone makes a solid extension, it becomes 3 liberties. What about after black's move? Unable to continue playing Atari against white. So this white group has temporarily become settled. From this, we can derive a concept. Under normal circumstances, stones with only 2 liberties are considered to be in danger. Stones with 3 or more liberties are relatively safe. When we play a game of Go, be sure to protect dangerous stones. After understanding capture stones and solid extension, now let's look at 2 interesting board positions. Now please look at this black stone and this white stone. Both sides are in Atari against each other. So now, black moves first. How should one deal with this? Let us first assume black chooses to make a solid extension with the stone that was in Atari. Next, white also makes a solid extension with a stone that was in Atari. So it appears that both sides' stones have achieved safety. Actually, black has a better option here. Black should play here at this point. Capture and Atari the white stone. So we notice that black not only killed this white stone, at the same time, it also rescues the stone that was in Atari by white. So this result clearly better than the previous result, where both sides escape. Let's continue and look at another interesting shape. Similarly, it is a shape where black and white are in mutual Atari. So compared with the previous shape, this one stone of black and these 2 stones of white, both are left with only this single liberty. At this point, if black plays here, what kind of situation will arise? Please pay attention to this. On the surface, black places stones here, not only blocked the liberties of white's 2 stones, at the same time, it also blocks the liberty of one of its own stones. It seems that neither side's stones have any liberties left, need to be captured simultaneously. But please note, according to the WeiQi rules, the side that places a stone first, you may take and kill the opponent's stones that have no liberties. Here, the side that plays first has the priority to capture and Atari the opponent's stones. So, when black plays here, you can capture the 2 white stones that have no liberties. After the 2 white stones are captured from the board, these 2 stones of black's chi naturally achieved safety. So please remember, these 2 shapes where Both sides are in mutual Atari. Once it appears, the side that moves first seizes the initiative. To capture and Atari the opponent's stones is often the best choice. Then, that concludes all the content of the second lesson in this section. Welcome everyone for watching. Please subscribe, follow, and like. I will continue to deliver more exciting content for everyone.